There's like a couple different ways that I feel like I've kind of begun to steward things. Co-writing has been amazing. Um, I Most of the time a song comes from me sitting either at the piano or at the guitar. Um, Honestly, like soul dumping, if that
Mm.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like just using that place to connect with the Lord and just sing stuff. It's not anointed by any means. It's just like, Lord, I this is how I connect with you. And so it very much sounds like a psalm, you
Mm.
know. And so, in the book of Psalms, how you'll read a psalm and you'll get maybe 13, 14 verses in, and something will really stick out to you and you'll circle it or you'll highlight it. So what's beautiful about that is that's kind of like that's kind of the method I've taken with songwriting, where it's like as I sit down and I just connect with the Lord, whatever that means, if something pops out or I keep singing something over and over, I'll write it down. I'll circle it per se.
Mm.
And then I'll maybe try to write around that later.
Mm.
Um, and so I really try to um, I feel like more in co-writing spaces is when I'm just kind of writing off the cuff, picking a theme and where going, like let's just see what a verse sounds like, what a chorus would sound like. But personally, how I like to write is really first starting from that place and letting something actually come that's real. Not that those other things aren't real. So, and then just having little phrases and things that I just save. And then I feel like you guys kind of know it's like, oh, I really like this. I kind of like this, but I really like this. And so that really like feeling, um, I feel like those are the things that you can move forward with and either invite someone into or to help you co-write or just start meditating on it. If you really like something, write it down a lot. Write it down in different ways. Why do you feel the way you feel when you sing it? Sometimes those feelings can actually start a verse, and so nothing is wasted. But sometimes you just gotta like. I remember hearing something that Callie Helen Gothel said. She's like, it's like when you get the bottle of ketchup and like that water comes out, and you're like, ooh. And so oftentimes, like, we need to do that anyway, not for creativity, not for any other purpose than just staying clear
Wow,
and clean.
that's so
And
good.
so I just liked that process too. And I was like, oh, okay, I do that. I just didn't have language for it. And so sometimes you just got to sing your way out of stuff. And that can be some of the most powerful songs because it's your testimony,
Yeah.
which is your
Oh,
prophecy, which then releases that whole swirl again.
wow.